Once again, it is time for the ICC One Day International World Cup. Everyone wants to know how Bharat is going to do. This tournament is being played at home. Will we lift the cup one more time? I had predicted the outcome of the last 3 Cricket World Cups. I had predicted every match that India is going to play. India was India then, it's Bharat now. And I had got almost every match right. And my final analysis about how far Bharat would go had turned out to be right in all 3 of these World Cups. I'm going to attempt to make a similar prediction this time. I'm using Rohit Sharma's horoscope as my base because he is the captain, and the captain's horoscope will tell you how his team is going to do. I also want to mention that I haven't got these horoscope details from Rohit Sharma himself, but I've got it from somebody who played Ranji cricket with him. I'm not 100% certain that these details are correct, but the study that I have done on these charts for the last several weeks seems to suggest that this time of birth is correct. Rohit Sharma is born under the ascendant of Leo. Surya is the planet that has given birth to him. Now, Sun, Surya, is sitting in the 9th house, which is an extremely favorable house for this horoscope. It's the Bhagyasthan, and it is sitting in its sign of exaltation, which immediately tells us that this horoscope is very powerful, it's very favorable, it's blessed. For a Surya, Sun ascendant, Mars becomes the Yokarak because it becomes lord of 2 favorable houses and therefore becomes extremely positive and benefic towards the horoscope. Mars is positioned in the 10th house, which is the best place for it to be positioned. When the Yokarak is favorably and powerfully positioned, again the chart becomes very powerful. The interesting thing in this chart is that there are a number of exalted planets. Venus is sitting in its sign of exaltation. Moon is also sitting in its sign of exaltation. Rahu is very powerful. Jupiter is very powerful in this chart. Let us analyze this chart. Let us look at this chart and try and figure out how Bharat is going to perform in the World Cup that is about to start in a few days from now. The first match of this World Cup that Bharat plays is on the 8th of October, and we play Australia. On the 8th of October, Rohit Sharma has the Mahadasha of Jupiter, the Antardasha of Saturn, the Pratyantardasha of Sun, the Suksham Dasha of Rahu, and the Pran Dasha of Saturn. Now, I've told you that Jupiter is very favorable. I've told you that Sun is very favorable, Rahu is very favorable. Saturn for this ascendant is neutral. But given the fact that Sun and Rahu are playing a very important part on this day, it is my belief that we will defeat Australia. We will find success in our first match. Bharat will get off to a winning start in this World Cup. Our second match is on the 11th of October and we play Afghanistan. Now, everyone knows that Bharat is going to defeat Afghanistan. There's really no need for an astrological analysis here, but given the fact that I'm making all my predictions based only on the planets and not on common sense, let's look at this date as well. Rohit Sharma has Jupiter, Saturn. The Mahadasha and the Antardasha are not going to change through this World Cup, so that's not something we should even consider. The Pratyantardasha that he has on the 11th of October is still that of Sun, the Suksham Dasha is that of Rahu again, and the Pran Dasha this time is of Venus. Sun exalted, Venus exalted, Rahu extremely powerful. India naturally is defeating Afghanistan. So we are 2-0 in this World Cup at this point. Now we come to the big match of this World Cup. Bharat versus Pakistan. You know, Pakistan doesn't know how to defeat Bharat in any World Cup. वो एक बार उन्होंने गलती से कर दिया था, वो अगर 1000 साल में एक बार इस तरीके की बात हो ही जाती है। इस दिन 14 अक्टूबर को जब पाकिस्तान और भारत का मैच होगा तो रोहित शर्मा की पत्री में महादशा बृहस्पति, अंतर्दशा शनि, प्रत्यंतरदशा सूर्य, प्राण दशा अब हो जाती है बृहस्पति की और सूक्ष्म दशा इस दिन को है शनि की। बृहस्पति भी बहुत फेवरेबल है, सूर्य तो फेवरेबल है ही, शनि न्यूट्रल है। मैच मुश्किल हो सकता है, मगर मुझे किसी तरीके से भी नहीं लग रहा कि पाकिस्तान हमें हरा पाएगी इस दिन। एक बार फिर पाकिस्तान को पराजय का सामना करना पड़ेगा और एक बार फिर भारत उनके ऊपर वर्ल्ड कप में जीत हासिल कर पाएगा। द फोर्थ मैच, भारत वर्सेस Bangladesh, and this is on the 19th of October. For Rohit Sharma, the 19th of October has Jupiter, Saturn, Sun at the third level, Saturn at the fourth level, and Saturn again at the fifth level. Saturn is a neutral planet for this horoscope, but Sun is so powerful, and the transit of Sun is so powerful on this day that once again, I think Bharat is going to achieve victory in this match. Bangladesh can't do anything to stop us. Now we come to New Zealand on the 22nd of October. For Rohit, Jupiter, Saturn, Sun, Saturn, and Venus. Sun, I told you, is extremely favorable. Saturn is neutral. But Venus is very favorable because Venus again is a planet that's in exaltation in his horoscope. And Saturn and Venus in Rohit's horoscope work very well with each other. Once again, I predict victory for India against the very strong, very powerful New Zealand side. Up to this point, it's all looking very good for Bharat. The way I have seen these horoscopes, we are going to be winning all the matches up to this point. And now we run into England. October 29th. Jupiter, Saturn, Sun, Mercury, Moon. Moon is in exaltation. Moon is also believed to be a favorable planet for a Surya ascendant. But when you study his moon in detail, when you look at the 64 divisional charts, you look at the Shadbal, you look at the Ashtakvarg, you look at all the different elements that you have to study in a horoscope to understand the nature of a planet, you realize that Moon is actually not a great planet for Rohit Sharma. And on the 29th of October against England, Rohit Sharma has Moon at the final level of his horoscope. This is a day that I believe will give very bad results for Rohit and for Bharat. Unfortunately, this is a day that I think is going to see Bharat lose. It's not a great day, and it's definitely not a day that I can look at with any kind of optimism or enthusiasm when I think of Bharat's result. Sri Lanka on the 2nd of November. Jupiter, Saturn, Sun, Ketu, Venus. Sun, extremely favorable. Ketu is neutral for this chart, and Venus is very favorable, very powerful. What's going to happen? I think we're going to win. Netherlands on the 12th of November. Now, what do we need to see in this? Netherlands aren't going to defeat us, so we've got another victory under our belt. This takes us all the way to the semi-finals. Now, the semi-finals are going to be played on 2 days. One is the 15th of November and the other is the 16th of November. If Bharat plays the first semi-finals on the 15th of November, Rohit Sharma's horoscope is going to have Jupiter, Saturn. But here on this day, the Pratyantardasha changes from Sun to Moon. Sun is a great planet for Rohit. Moon is not a good planet for him. Given the fact that at the third level of the horoscope we have an unfavorable planet, I'm already concerned. At the fourth level, we again have Moon. And at the fifth level, we have Saturn. Moon is not good for this chart. Saturn is neutral for this chart. And Moon and Saturn typically are very uncomfortable with each other. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm completely wrong. I hope I'm reading this completely wrong. But my study tells me that if Bharat plays the semi-finals on the 15th of November, we are not going to find success. 15th of November will, in all probability, result in a defeat for Bharat. And what if we were to play the second semi-finals? This is going to happen on the 16th of November. Jupiter, Saturn, Moon, Mercury. I'm absolutely not happy about the fact that Moon has such a powerful impact over this horoscope and Bharat's destiny on this day. Rohit's Moon is not going to give him or Bharat success. He is the captain of the team. He is not capable of leading the team to victory when Moon has control over his chart. The fact that Moon is at the third level and the fourth level makes me very concerned. But at the fifth level of his chart, on the 16th of November, Rohit has Mercury. Mercury is an incredibly powerful planet for this horoscope. The fact that Mercury is there at the final point, controlling that day, gives me hope about the outcome of the second semi-finals. If Bharat were to play the first semi-finals on the 15th of November, I suspect we will lose. If we play on the 16th of November, we have some sort of chance. If we were to reach the finals, which is to be played on the 19th of November, Rohit Sharma has Jupiter, Saturn, Moon, Mars, and Rahu. If we were to reach the finals, I think we can win. If Bharat were to get past the semi-finals, the obstacle that we face on the 15th of November, I feel we have a good chance of winning the finals and lifting the trophy. I want to make a definite statement because that's what I always do. I don't sit on the fence. I make very clear, direct statements. I could be right, I could be wrong. But I will tell you exactly what my study has told me, what my analysis has placed before me. I personally feel that given the fact that Moon has such a powerful influence over Rohit Sharma's horoscope, starting the 15th of November, and Moon is an unfavorable planet for Rohit. Whenever Moon has control over his chart, he faces failure. He experiences failure. And if he is the captain of Bharat's cricket team, then our team will experience failure. If we could play the second semi-finals, we have a chance. And if we get past the semi-finals, I think we could even win the finals. But the feeling that I have been getting repeatedly throughout my study of this question has been that we are most probably not going to make it past the semi-finals. I hope I'm wrong. I will be the first person celebrating if indeed I am wrong. But if you were to ask me the absolute truth based on my study of the planets and of the horoscope of Rohit Sharma that I have, I think Bharat is going to make it to the semi-finals, but no further.